Great action, as you can see, from the Tom Golisano Fieldhouse. Hi, I'm Will Hampton, along with Joe Patterson, VP Squared, and your head football coach, among other things. But welcome to Tom Golisano Fieldhouse. Are we calling it the new Golisano Fieldhouse or Golisano Fieldhouse? What are we calling this place?
We're going with Golisano Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and a lot of firsts. Most recently, the first ever practice in here was Jamin Copeland's men's basketball team. We did a little story on that. It got, over 30,000 impressions. People, they want everything they can hear about this place right now, don't they?
If you think about it and do the math, 1,400 days between competitions here on campus. That's a long time.
Yeah. Very first game was December 29th. Alex Moorhead's women's basketball team came in here and got a big victory. We don't want to lose in this house, do we, Coach?
We've started on, I think we've started, I don't know if we can maintain undefeated, but we started that way.
Well, the ladies that day were so excited. You could see the energy, just the way they took the court for the first time.
Yeah, I think that you could feel it, you could see it, and I think that you see it just as each time we go back in here, this energy is just building right now.
I think it's just been such a long time coming for everyone in the community to have our own space, and so they fed off that. If we can continue to do that for the year, it's going to be a great situation.
Looking back most recently, the conference openers against Southeastern. Let's start with the men's game. This was a big crowd, big atmosphere, and Coach, for the first time in like 4 years, Gyrene fans had concessions. Thanks to the Knights of Columbus, they were eating nachos and hot dogs. It was fun.
As you said, it was a great crowd, and the students weren't even back from break yet, right? So we know that this is going to be a packed house, and can't wait to see it continue to develop.
It was a typical Jamin Copeland bunch. They were running the court. They were shooting the threes. Just all-out hustle all the time. That's what we've come to expect from this bunch.
Yeah, I mean, both games, both were victories, both the women and the men, against quite a rival, Southeastern Fire, so big deal.
This one, the men's game, came down to a well-drawn-out and a well-executed inbounds play.
That's a play call. That's a read for us. If they're guarding in a certain way, it's an automatic. And, man, big-time pass by Jack and big-time finish by Miles.
Jack just called it, and we executed it perfectly, so it was great, and fans loved it. So, yeah, it was really big time to help secure the lead and win the game.
We were picked to finish second to last in our conference. Southeastern's picked to finish second, so it's a good message to the league, but we just got to keep getting better. There's great teams in our league, so we just got to keep building off this win.
Now let's talk a little bit more about the women's game. That was a good game against Southeastern, but then it was right in the middle of about the third quarter where they just caught fire. I mean, they really found something extra and took this game over.
Yeah, and one of the greatest moments in Donahue history for the women was when they snapped Southeastern's long win streak, right? And so Southeastern, just a tremendous program, historic for our women to take it to them was just exciting.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to some of them after the game, and simply, when you're hot, you're hot.
That's all we need. We just need energy, and that's what we did, and we got the dough.
Tell me about that energy. When you guys find that, how good are you guys?
We're game. We're team. We're team. We love it.
Yeah, I think we were just playing team basketball. You know, we started hitting our open shots. We started being, more unselfish, and I think with that unselfish play, it'll carry us a long way in conference season.
So a lot of energy, 2 wins in this house in the conference already. They're back home again on January 17th.
January 17th, obviously a big one there. Mark your calendars now, February 10th. It's a Saturday doubleheader. That'll be our official ribbon cutting ceremony. Tom Golisano will be here in person, and that will be when we have all the festivities tied to a ribbon cutting. So come on out for that.
February 10th, that's a Saturday. That means the games will be at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And the Booster Club is up and operating as well, so that's a lot of fun for you Booster Club members.
And if you're not a Booster Club member, this is the time to join, right?
Yes.
You still got all of basketball season.
And it's going to be really good. I already saw the menu for the first game. It's good. It's good stuff. I like looking at menus.
And as a little bit of a preview, the Booster Club will be on the exact opposite side of this retractable wall here. Yep. So that's our location.
Other sports are in action right now too. Swimming, dance.
Yes, for sure. Swimming just had their first tri meet. They're going to be hosting a home meet. We don't have a pool on campus, but we have a pool very close to the campus. So on January 20th, Barry will be coming. We'll compete against them. And then dance, a much improved dance program. Looking to make a major statement. They'll be traveling to New Orleans. They compete February 1st and February 2nd.
So a lot happening, and you can see the students are back on campus. Baseball's getting started, lacrosse is getting started, rugby, softball. They're all out there getting ready to go to work, and we're looking forward to you coming to watch them play.
And let's not forget our beach volleyball program under the direction of our new coach, Tegan McCormick.
So a lot happening and a lot more to talk about here on this edition of Gyrene Nation. When we come back, a special honor for our women's soccer coach, Tyler Rosier. Also, golf tips with our golf coach, Patrick Sams. The lovable plays of the week with Cooper Husky. All that and more. But first, who said that? Attack each day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Who said that? Well, Gyrene Nation continues after this.
At Ave Maria, more is an invitation and a promise. To live in a community with more finds, more friends, more waves, more smiles. Add to that an array of home designs from 4 renowned builders starting in the 200s. So come live with more connection at the home to more. Ave Maria, a big kind of small town.
I'm Matt Williams. This is my wife, Danae Williams. We're the owners of Well Craft Beer out here at beautiful Ave Maria. Come on out and see us.
Ambrose with it, looking down low for Colleen Shanahan, and her layup will go. Gyrene's over 60. Coleman in the corner, steps to the side and nails the 3! Maria Coleman hits her second 3 of the game. Lawrence Tech calls a timeout. And Coach Moorhead is loving it for the Gyrenes. Casey Humphrey over to Fifield for 3. That's good! Allie Fifield nails the 3. That's 5 downtown shots for the Gyrenes this quarter. Gyrenes out to an 8-point lead and a steal. Colleen Shanahan with it. Gyrenes feeling it now. Armstead looking for 3. That's good! 5th 3 of the quarter for Ave Maria. Lucas takes the 3. It's good! Roll off that clock. Lucas down low. Spins. Shoots. Is good! Back to a 3-point lead for the Gyrenes. Reggie Mesidor driving in. Kick out to Derek Murphy for 3. Off the rim, rebound grab by Effort.
The always lovable, I call them lovable now this week for some reason, plays of the week. Thank you, Cooper Husky, for putting those together. We're back, Will Hampton along with Joe Patterson, and we've moved. Where are we now, Coach?
Okay, so we're in the new weight room, all right? So 4,400 square feet, have 12 power racks instead of 6, so double the programming. Our teams will get through twice as efficiently. And we have a lot of new toys, which we get a full tour on next Gyrene Nation, all right? Because it's still being installed right now. Still have a little bit more work to do in here. But tune in next week. We'll have a full tour of the weight room, which is going to be something that benefits every sport.
But bottom line, when you look around and you see there's a newness to it, there's a freshness to it, but what you want it to do is to help the Gyrenes get stronger, faster, better.
It's all about being functional.
Yeah, and it's all here, right?
Yeah, it's got everything that we wanted. Has everything we wanted.
All right. Let's go into something, another what we want is a guy who just really walks the walk and lives the life of his Catholic faith, and that's our very own women's soccer coach, Tyler Rosier. Recently, he received a very special award from Focus, and it's the St. Francis Xavier Honor.
The St. Francis Xavier Honor is named after one of the co-founders of the Jesuit order. He's actually the co-patron of Universal Missions for the Church, and really probably evangelized more people up until his time of anybody on earth. The St. Francis Xavier Honor acknowledges really evangelization needs to be done everywhere, and we love the fact that in a very specific way at a soccer team at Ave Maria, Tyler and his wife Danae are doing just that.
I don't think I would be who I am or where I am today without Coach Rosier. One of the first things he told us is that his goal for this program is to get each woman to heaven, and that was something I'd never heard before.
His love is for evangelization, helping people to encounter the Lord Jesus, and he's doing that through his job as a soccer coach.
I have a lovely wife named Danae, and we have 5 kids, James, John, Gemma, Josie, and Charlie. They're really my rock. The graces from the sacrament of marriage have really helped the ups and downs of the coaching life, and I couldn't imagine doing coaching or the mission without them.
He is a man that I am so grateful our kids have as a model. He wants to introduce people to Jesus and help them get to heaven. That's an honor to do with him and our family supporting the team.
It was in Focus really where I began the habit of going to daily mass, encountering Jesus every day and receiving his love.
Our life now is a continuation of what we learn in Focus. When he was asked for this job, it was such a mission and such a calling and not just a job.
Early on, we were kind of having a rough season, and I said, "Why, Lord? Why do you want me to do this?" And it was very simple. It was just, "I want you to coach these women to help them get to heaven." That was when I started to look at coaching as a mission.
Tyler is such an inspiration because he is living out lifelong Catholic mission and is inspiring not only me, but hundreds of others to also live out lifelong mission.
I was a totally different person before coming into Ave. Faith wasn't something that was super important to me, but seeing his example made a big impact on me.
He's taught us how to be missionaries for Christ. At the end of the day, in this program, the point is to give glory to our Lord.
We're only women's soccer players for so long, but we're always daughters of Christ.
It's a beautiful game, but it doesn't define you as a human being. And that's our whole purpose statement, is to help each woman understand and live her identity as a daughter of God through collegiate soccer.
He's so worthy of this. Just the effect that's been happening in the deeper conversions and people becoming missionaries from being on this team is super cool. So I'd nominate him 1,000,000 times over.
Congratulations, Coach. And hey, this is a real shout out to the Focus alumni team for their work supporting former students involved with Focus and former missionaries as they continue to deepen their faith and live the mission. Go to their website for more information. It's called seekreplay.com. And again, congratulations, Tyler Rosier. He's a special guy, isn't he?
No, we're blessed to have him.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, from the weight room to the golf course, Patrick Sams gives us this week's golf tip from Gyrene Nation.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Wallace. I'm the official head team surgeon for the Ave Maria Gyrenes. At the Joint Replacement Institute, we offer a multitude of orthopedic surgery subspecialists to cover any needs you may have. If you or your family have any orthopedic surgery needs, please give us a call at 239-261-BONE.
In the heart of Ave Maria, there's a place that fuels champions. Introducing Via Razas, your ultimate destination for delicious acai bowls, perfectly tailored for the athlete's lifestyle. With a permanent 10% discount for AMU athletes, every visit feels like a victory. And now, ordering your favorite bowls is even easier with our online pickup and delivery options. Via Razas, where flavor meets fitness and champions are made. Because here, we're not just a regular Dia, we're a cool Dia.
Ave, I think it's a community, not just the university, but the community as a whole, where we're really here to support one another. And I think Pop Love very much takes that identity of wanting to be there and serve for others. And I think that's also why we wanted to become a sponsorship for the university athletics. We wanted to give something back to the university and to the community as something that can just be fun and exciting. It's a great add to Ave, and I can't wait for other people to try it.
Hi again, it's Patrick Sams, head golf coach at Ave Maria University, and today we're talking about chipping. So again, we're here at beautiful National Golf Club here, and the one thing we're going to talk about is we get these runoff areas here, and it's pretty common in Florida, especially in this area, where we get these tight lies. And what we're really talking about today is trying to keep the ball low. So oftentimes amateur golfers make the mistake of trying to hit a high shot off of a tight lie. So we really, I think for for higher handicap golfers, we should really try to keep the ball close to the ground. And I would say you have 3 options with this type of shot. The first one is I have my 9-iron here, which again is going to help me kind of hit a low bump and run, is a popular term. So that's one option. The other 2 are a little bit different. So we have a putter here, which we definitely have. Some people don't feel comfortable putting too far off the green, but that's definitely an option that we can use. And then the third option is a little bit different. I grabbed my hybrid here, and it's a little kind of a neat shot. It's got some loft here. It's sort of like a putt, but because of the loft on it, it's just going to help us kind of get it through the fringe a little bit easier. So we'll try all 3 of these shots. Again, a better player might go with a higher lofted club because they have more tools in their tool bag. You know, they're a highly skilled player. Here, I think we're better off going with trying to stay lower to the ground, a much more simple shot, much more room for error, and you should be able to get the ball at least close to the hole. All right, so the first one we have here is the 9-iron. Again, this is kind of a basic chip here. The idea is just get the ball kind of up in the air a little bit, running out. My feet are really close together. A lot of times I see amateurs get their feet really wide for this shot. We want just a really narrow base here. The other little thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the handle, I'm going to stand it up a little bit. So it feels like the toe of the golf club right here is a little bit more on the ground. This kind of helps the club move through this grass a little bit easier. All right, so that's also going to make me nice and close to the ball. Again, my goal being hit the ball nice and low here, so I'm feeling it's up. Some people even prefer their putting grip for this. I don't, I go normal. Either way is fine, whichever one you feel comfortable with. I go with my normal grip here. And again, this ball should come out nice and low, running. A little too hard there, but it's the right idea. The next shot here that we talked about is the putter. So again, you're just going to go through your basic putting routine here. One of the things you really have to understand is, again, you're not just reading the green here, you're reading the fringe. I see this kind of going a little bit to the left here, so I'm going through my whole putting routine here. And the ball is obviously just going to roll through, but because the fringe here is cut nice and tight, this ball should roll just fine through it. Come up a little short, a little bouncy out of there. And then our last option here is the hybrid. So this is not very common, but if you practice this a little bit, you'll start to get the feel. And what this does is, as you can see, that ball, this is why a lot of the pros and stuff, you don't see them take a putter through. You saw that ball kind of bouncing through the fringe there a little bit. So that's why sometimes we go away from the putter. Hopefully what this does is it'll kind of skip through the fringe a little bit easier. So let's see what happens here. Again, I'm going to choke down on this a little bit, and I feel like I'm putting. The shocking thing is how fast this comes out of here because it's a hot face. So there we go. All right. So you see how it kind of jumped off the face a little bit. I didn't hit that very hard, and that was my best one. So as I said before, professionals might take a lofted wedge here. So you definitely have a bunch of options. That's what's nice about this close cut fringe here. But I would say for amateur golfers, definitely better trying to keep the ball low. And the 3 options I gave you, just pick one that you're successful with. And again, it's not right or wrong, it's just best for you. Thank you.
Welcome to TRB Smoothie, where students love to come and gather and have a good time. We were proud sponsors of the University Athletics program for a long time. Come in and see us.
The next time you're in Ave, make sure to stop by and enjoy great food, great drinks, and good vibes. This is the place to be in Ave Maria, our small town, the Oasis Kitchen Lounge.
Back on Gyrene Nation with Who Said That? Attack each day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Who said that? Well, Jim Harbaugh. That's a pretty good timing there, Coach. He's a national champion at Michigan.
Look at you. Yeah, what a season for them. Jim Harbaugh, I know there's a lot of opinions about him, but what a man. Love the way he stands up for life.
Yeah.
Really excited by his faith. And congrats to Michigan.
Yeah, it's neat. I know, Mr. Monahan, he probably a fan of the Michigan Wolverines, I would imagine.
I had the honor of watching the game with Mr. Monahan, and he was delighted.
Oh, I bet so. Hey, real quick, Jim Harbaugh story from me. I was a young Cub reporter when Jim Harbaugh was playing as the Indianapolis Colts quarterback, and he was captain comeback, and they almost made it to the Super Bowl when nobody thought they were even close. So I like Mr. Harbaugh as well. He's a good guy. So, Coach, final thoughts as we get ready for a spring season?
Well, we go into the spring season, obviously, with a lot of optimism. We do have 2 new coaches, right? The head baseball coach, Nick McCormick, taking over for his brother, Mike McCormick, who got a job with the Red Sox. And then Tegan McCormick taking over the volleyball program. So really excited to see those programs under that leadership.
All right, lot going. Coach, always great.
Always.
And thank you for watching Gyrene Nation.